I literally thought I was recording this whole time. Hey guys, welcome back. For today's video, I wanted to do a makeup tag. This is called the 21 Questions Makeup Edition tag. It was created by Allie Glines here on YouTube. I'll link her channel in the description so you can go ahead and check her out. This is basically just questions about stuff in your makeup collection, some memories, some techniques and stuff like that. If you're interested in hearing me answer these questions and just talk about makeup basically, just keep watching. This may or may not be long. Okay, question number 1 is, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? So I have 2 and I don't know which one is older than the other. The first one I wonder if anybody else even ever owns this. This is the Naked Flushed Face Palette from Urban Decay. I definitely wasn't watching YouTube when I bought this, so I have no idea if people ever talked about it. It was just something that I saw online and I really liked for some reason. I hope this came in more shades because the back of it says native, like this is the shade native or something. I mean, I hope it came in more shades because this is pretty fucking light. Bronzer, highlighter, blush, the highlight. I mean, this was the only like face makeup that I owned for a little bit, right? This was $15. It was definitely on sale, and I feel like it was on sale for a super fucking long time. I should really declutter this. The other product that I'm not sure is older than this one is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte face powder. Here's the thing, I don't want to get rid of this because I feel like I used the shit out of this, and I like to use like face powders with the skin tone in it for eyeshadow. Actually, I like to use it like on the top or on the bottom to further blend if I feel like I really went up too high or something like that. I was using this for that, but I actually use another powder to do that as well. This is the very first thing that I ever hit pan on. Look at it. This is actually from Kat Von D. Like, actually, Kat Von D, I bought it that long ago, like back when I actually liked her. This is like a refill from the Shade and Light contour palette. I never owned that palette. It's fucking expensive. And that's the thing too with the L'Oreal powder. I just don't want to buy a super expensive face powder. I did once. I bought the Charlotte Tilbury one. It fell and it broke. I know they recently released a new version of this, so I have no idea if they still sell it. And fun fact, I only buy makeup that's cruelty-free now, and L'Oreal is not, but I still own this powder. I talked a lot and that was the first question. Okay, question number 2, what is your most recent makeup purchase? I'm pretty sure that it was 2 weeks ago and that it was the e.l.f. brow pencil, and I mentioned this in my last video. Look at me sounding like a YouTuber, but I did mention this in my last video and I said that I really liked it. Because I do. I've used it a handful of times in these past 2 weeks because I've done my makeup a handful of times since then, and it's literally $2, like 2 of your dollars. Here's a little swatch. My eyebrows are very cool toned and I feel like this suits my color very nicely. Like, literally benefit who? Like, who are you benefiting? Question number 3, what is the first makeup product you ever used? Okay, I know, but I don't know. The very first time I put makeup on myself was in my cousin's basement, and I was using her makeup, and I remember I used purple eyeshadow and eyeliner, and I was so self-conscious about the way that I did it. I thought that it looked so bad, and I was like, oh my god. And she was like, no, it doesn't look that bad. And I was like, you're just lying to me. And she was like, I would tell you if it looked bad. It's not like we were going anywhere. I was just like playing around with her stuff, but I have no idea what the fuck I used. The first things that I actually remember using when I started to wear makeup was it was like a CoverGirl eyeshadow quad of sorts with the fucking sponge tip applicator. And of course I didn't prime my eyes at the time, so my eyes creased very much by the time I got home from school. I also used the Wet n Wild Mega Liner eyeliner. It has like slightly different packaging now. It had a gray lid when I used to use it, so I wonder if the formula is the same, because if it is, it's not a very good eyeliner. It did used to fade on me throughout the day. Listen, I'm cold again. What is a makeup trend you used to love but now you hate? I don't know if I would necessarily call this a trend, but it is my answer. Baking. Like, just heavy amounts of loose powder. Like, for what, dude? I used to use a setting powder and a brightening powder, and I thought that I looked so good. Like, I was like, oh my god, I look so seamless, but it's pretty drying. And once I started setting my face very lightly with powder, I just liked the look of it much better. Like, I guess I just felt like if I used super light amounts of powder that my face was gonna get like oily, because I do have oily skin. But no, I like it much better. I do prefer to look glowy. Just to live for matte skin. I was in a dark place. Question number 5 is, what is a makeup trend you used to hate but now you love? I feel like bold, fluffy eyebrows. Back then, I was like, what the fuck? But I like the look of it now. It's kind of the look that I try to achieve. I feel like I didn't used to pay much attention to my brows, but I have 3 steps now. Okay, what is your favorite step in your makeup routine? Just eyeshadow in general, because I feel like eyeshadow is where you get the most creative and the most expressive. Even if you're just doing like a super basic warm neutral look or something, I feel like there's still some type of art that goes into it. I feel like you're still building something that really kind of expresses what you like and almost who you are. What is a makeup product you can't live without? So while I just said eyeshadow is my favorite step, I do feel like your look is complete when you have lipstick on, or just lips on in general. Even if you're not doing much, like clearly I'm not doing much today, but I feel like it just really ties everything in. I would have to say that my favorite lipstick right now that I can't live without is the Cosmetics Infinite Lip Cloud in Morning Mocha. This is very, very comfortable. It has like a moussey texture and it literally smells like mousse. Like, I want to eat it, but I won't. I just think that this color just goes with everything when I'm kind of in a rut and I don't know what I want to go with. This just always works. Like, I'm just always like, that was a good choice. Question number 8 is, what sparked your love for makeup? I would probably have to say like just the times that somebody else would put makeup on me, like my sister, or like when I would get my makeup done at like Macy's at like a makeup counter or something like that. I feel like I just loved the way that I felt like it really transformed me. I guess just, yeah, that's what sparked my love for it, was just like other people putting makeup on me and me like actually feeling good. And it's not that I hated how I looked without it. I just love, again, how expressive it is and how like transformative it is. What is the worst makeup look you've ever done? If I did my makeup and I hated the way it came out, I washed it off and I wouldn't dare take a picture of it. But the way that I used to do my makeup in high school was a choice. I mean, I only used to do eyeliner and lipstick. That's not bad in and of itself, but here's the thing. I used to wear foundation on only my forehead. I had really bad acne in high school, like stupid bad, and I would wear foundation only on my forehead. My forehead is where a lot of the acne was. Nobody ever clocked me or anything. Nobody was ever like, why does your face look like this? And I don't know if it was ever obvious. It probably fucking was, but like... Question number 10 is, what is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? I feel like anytime I use red eyeshadow in general, it's one of my favorite looks ever. I just feel like I look so cool in red eyeshadow. And I've done some like special effects looks that I'm really proud of. I haven't done special effects makeup in a very long time, and I don't really know why. I don't know. I just stopped doing it. Question number 11 is, what is your favorite drugstore makeup product? I have a few. The LA Girl eyeliners are some of my favorite eyeliners, and they're literally like $3. Like, shut your mouth. They're very pigmented and they're very long lasting. Some of these are technically lip liners, but I use them in my eyes, and I don't know if it's advised not to use them there, but I do. Most of these are like the neon eyeliners. I know they have pastel ones. I just haven't bought them, but I probably should. Essence Lash Princess Mascara is very good. I refuse to pay a lot of money for a mascara because you have to replace it a lot. I believe this is $5, and here's the thing. I've cried in this mascara several times. It doesn't move. I would mention the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, a favorite, but I don't want to repeat answers, and I've also only had this for 2 weeks. I've had these other things for a little bit now, but... And the next high glass powder. Here's the thing. I can't find this in an actual drugstore, like in person, but I really like this powder. It gives like a little bit of a glow to your face while still setting it, and it's not heavy at all. I don't know why I thought you'd be able to see this, but can you see this? Like when you put your brush into it, it's not like pff, you know? Like if you were ever curious about like the hourglass setting powder or something like that, I would suggest trying this first. Question number 12 is, what is your favorite splurge makeup product? I don't have like the biggest collection of things that are at luxury price, but I love her. Becca's closing down. If you haven't heard, Becca Cosmetics is going out of business, I guess, in September. They literally announced that they were closing the same week that Daft Punk announced that they were breaking up, and I was like, this is quite the week. Anyways, this is the under eye brightening corrector, and I adore this because like the problem I have with color correctors that are supposed to like brighten up dark circles or something is they're way too fucking orange. This is just like something that really neutralizes your skin without being orange. It's so neutral that I feel like it even covers redness very well. I call this a splurge product because it's something that's kind of in your daily routine. You don't have to use this every day if you don't want to, but it's just something that goes into your base routine. I also feel like it's quite worth the price because I've had this for years. A little bit goes such a fucking long way. Doesn't smell funky. No, another product similar to that, like you use it in your base routine, the Auric Lola's. She is literally so pretty. I have mine in the shade Selenite, and I mixed this with my foundation, and I remember Samantha Ravindell's video launching this. She said that she really put a lot of thought into this pump, and I respect the fuck out of this pump because I don't use a full pump. I just use like maybe like half or a fourth of it. You're just able to get the amount of glow that you want with this product, and it's just like, thank you Samantha Ravindell for creating this product, and now I'm going to repurchase it again and again and splurge. But you know what, it's a nice treat, and it's so pretty. The packaging is so pretty, like with the gold drips and stuff. I actually also kept the box that it came in. It's over there. Speaking of repurchasing, question number 13 is, what is your most repurchased makeup product? So I'm gonna sound bougie. The product I repurchased again and again was a foundation, and it was the Lancome Tinty Doll. Why was I trying to be bougie? I still have it actually. This is her. Again, she does look expensive, you know, and obviously Lancome isn't cruelty free, but I really enjoyed this foundation. I mean, obviously, because I kept fucking buying it. Question number 14 is, what is your earliest makeup memory? My earliest makeup memory is really just being nosy and looking at my mom's makeup bags in the bathroom. I used to like sniff her lipstick. Hey, I don't feel weird about that because if you've ever watched Robert Welsh, he like sniffs everything that he uses. I never tried it on. I feel like I always was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get in trouble if I put it on, but like I used to just always look at it, and it just always seemed like very grown up and mature to me in a way. Question number 15 is, what is your favorite place to shop for makeup? Ulta. I like Ulta better than Sephora because Sephora is notorious for like making their customers uncomfortable. Like, I am one of those people that doesn't like to go to Sephora with a bare face because I do feel like they're gonna look at me and be like, oh, she don't know how to do shit, you know? The last time I went into a Sephora, the girl was trying to sell me JLo Beauty, and I was like, you have lost your damn mind. It's like Sephora is like a snotty influencer, and Ulta is like the girl next door. Also, Ulta obviously has a better reward system. Sephora will be like, thank you for spending $10,000. We present you with a smile. Ulta is a lot easier to get like $3 off, $10 off, something like that, and I feel like they just have a bigger variety because they do also have their drugstore section, where Sephora, most things there are kind of expensive. I just wish there was a store where you could buy a ton of indie brands. Like, that would be a wet dream. My favorite place to shop for sure. Question number 16 is, what is the most underrated makeup product you own? Easily. This is from Half Caked Makeup, and it's their Candy Paints Cheek and Lip Tints. So you could use it as a lipstick or a cream blush, and I use it as a cream blush. This is in the shade Millions of Peaches, and it's like a peach color. This is so fucking good. Again, I do have oily skin and I feel like it doesn't like make my skin super greasy or anything, and these last pretty fucking great all day. And just this brand in general is very cute, but their products are also very good. Just underrated in general. Like literally ColourPop came out with those blushes that are heart-shaped and everybody wet their pants, and I was like, dude, hello. Question number 17 is, what is the most overrated makeup product you own? So this product is not bad, I just don't use it for the fact that I did fall into the hype and for the fact that I did think that this was very pretty when it like was kind of newer to the market and everybody was fucking talking about it. I never use this. Like, also I don't like the velvet packaging because this is why. Like, I really didn't use this that many times for it to be this dirty. Like, don't get me wrong, it's definitely like a fine color story. I mean, this came out in 2016 and, you know, definitely for that year, everybody was like, oh, whoa. And again, this has a nice formula. I just never reach for it. I just never think about it, you know? I don't think about him. And obviously, since especially shimmer formulas have really improved since then, these shimmers just don't be doing it for me. Like, if you like subtle, like you can barely see the fucking shine on your eyelids, then I present you Modern Renaissance. I mean, this palette is mostly mattes anyway, so it's not like I'm over here pouting about those shimmers, but yeah. Like, you can get a variety of looks of this as well. I don't know, maybe I should reach for this more. Oh my god, I never took the sticker off of the mirror. I'm trying to take it off, it's stuck. Question number 18 is, what is a discontinued makeup product you wish would come back? I'm assuming that this means in your collection, like a product that you own in your collection and you wish it would come back. There's something that I heard was discontinued, but I'm looking on their sites right now to make sure. It just says sold out. I don't know if it's discontinued. Okay, I have an answer. Melts Cosmetics came out with one of the most gorgeous things that ever graced my eyeballs for holiday 2019, and it was their Dia de los Muertos collection. That's what it was called, right? Dia de los Muertos. I have the Vita palette and I didn't get to get Muerte, and it's discontinued, and so is this, but I really want Muerte. When I look for it on Poshmark, it's like $400. Like, you have entirely lost every ounce of your mind. Muerte is the other side of the skull with this palette, and it's the darker sister of the two. Obviously, this is named Vita, so this is a lot more colorful and bright. And damn, look at that. And I'll insert a picture of Muerte so you could get the fantasy. But listen, man, I just want to go like this. So easily this is what should come back. Question number 19 is, where do you go to for makeup inspiration? There's basically a few people I follow on Instagram, and I usually look at their profiles if I feel like I'm kind of running out of ideas. There's this one account, I don't know how to say his username, I'm butchering it, but Mikhail or Meeks, I believe his like name on his bio is Meeks. His looks are very like editorial and just very creative. I love the way that he plays with color. I love the way that he literally looks so expensive. It is what I desire to be. I have to shout out Heather Morehouse, and she actually doesn't post on social media anymore. She decided that it's something she just didn't really want to do anymore, which I totally respect. But she is so fucking talented, and even to this day, even though she hasn't posted since July, I just love looking at her page and getting some like color inspiration. She really fucking like, she served. I also really get inspired by Lauren Elise. I love her looks. I love the way that she, again, just kind of just takes makeup and turns it into an art form just on her face. And I'm just always like, I would literally never have thought of that. The last person I'll shout out is Segnato96. She usually does paintings on her face, but even just the way that she blends her fucking eyeshadow, like She's just so talented and so creative. I adore her looks. Question number 20. What do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? Sometimes I see a lot of, if your routine isn't like mine, then clearly your routine is wrong kind of narrative. And I definitely want to stop seeing that. If you don't like the way that somebody does their makeup, like you think they're wearing too much blush, or you don't like the fake freckles or something like that, then you should just feel happy that that's not your face and literally just move on. People are allowed to just express themselves however the fuck they want. Like, it's literally not that deep. One of the best things about makeup is that it washes off. We have made it to the last question, the 21st question. What do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? I want to see more of basically the bare minimum. It's infuriating when brands don't cater to every skin tone. We are in the year of our Lord 2021, and brands still come out with pretty bad shade ranges where light skin tones have a variety of options, and then they have like 2 shades for deeper skin tones. Like, it doesn't just stop at foundation, because people like to say like, oh, we have 60 shades of foundation, but like they stop there and they don't have an inclusive range for their bronzers or their blushes or their highlighters or their eyeshadows. Like, there are brands that I don't really feel comfortable buying from, and just because of that, just because like they don't cater well to every single skin tone, like ColourPop and like Hourglass. Like, we kind of applaud brands for having, you know, a very good shade range, very inclusive, things like that. And while I do appreciate when brands do that, understand it's the bare minimum. So yeah, basically, in one word, my answer to this question is inclusivity. Diversity, it's 2 words. Okay, I've been talking for a while and I need a glass of water now. But those are the 21 questions. That is the 21 questions tag. I hope you enjoyed this. This was pretty fun to answer. If you like this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, then go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. You've been a lovely audience, and I'll talk to you later.